scored the national championship, but they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Hurricanes offense will have the football first here. Everything that happens on this field today is just heightened, Kurt, because it happens on this amazing stage at the foot of the San Gabriel Mountains. Nothing like it.
Nothing like it to me in all sports. We've been calling this game for such a long time, and I think we both agree.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. When you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line played just like that.
Grab down the middle. It's Portland. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. So on the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He cannot escape defense with a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
And they've got the returner corralled. So the Michigan Wolverines offense comes out for their first possession today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players, just a few guys. But what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Tackle made after just a short game.
The defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
The Wolverines hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
The Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Orgy. Looks to the left, pass caught. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Right, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this. And
touchdown, Michigan. And they take the early lead. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep, running with purpose. And he goes nowhere, stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one.
Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Goes incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Oh, and another incompletion.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fence, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. To the air, it's Orji. Defense is coming after him. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
But a defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
This time, a completion. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down. And the Wolverines offense is on the move now. Off the play fake on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Edwards. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pass is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Past the 50. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words with his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Looking for a gap. It's Martinez. It's going to be a loss on the play. Full set of bounds. Great play by the defense. Second down after that previous play. The DB's right near the line now showing press coverage. Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Restrepo. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Strong game by this quarterback.
Boy, the timing here is essential between the quarterback and the receiver. You got to find that window between the linebackers. He does it. Puts the ball right on the money. And then how about the speed after the catch by the receiver for the touchdown?
Going after, not right through. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Trying to make the first with a wide receiver handoff. Tackle way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's the offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On third down, he drops to throw, and he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Stewart. Solid coverage here. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? First down here for this offense. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The Wolverines will come to the line to run the hurry up.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Getting set. Here's second down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass. It's Orgy. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, it's an incompletion here. And I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Drops back. Looking to throw for it on third down. Lets it go on the move. Launching deep. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away.
Going for a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. He's moving out of the pocket now. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle is finally made, but it's down at the 28-yard line.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
And looking to throw now on first down. There's a shot toward the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, the offensive coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
We're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. This will be a 50-yard attempt. Let's see if he's got the leg. And that is no good. After the miss, still down by 7.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
It's a shotgun run call. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. Here's the second down play. It's a quarterback keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Back to throw. It's Ward. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The Hurricanes will bring their punt team onto the field. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and booted away. Bringing it back, it's Stewart. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Now they finally get him, but he found a nice lane on that return. This drive starts in good position. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease in the back, found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that 1st down.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Pass not complete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
After missing the field goal on their last drive, they got to produce something here on 3rd down to even get into field goal range. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. The contact is he let the ball go. He makes the grab. Tackled immediately, but not before he gets the ball inside the 20.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Oh, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down. Looking to throw. It's Orgy. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Can he take it all the way? So a great return following the pick, but finally able to get him down.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the 2nd half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Heads out of bounds after a solid game, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. 1st and 10 play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Horton.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it.
Got a lane. Can he get in? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they could bounce back from that costly error. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Quick throw to his receiver. It's caught downfield. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? To the air. It's Orgy. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Canes are in the red zone.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense.
And it's picked off in the end zone.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. With the play fake, he'll look to throw it. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Incompletion makes it second down. From the shotgun, drops back. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. To throw, it's Ward. Looks to the left for a quick throw, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Second and 10 after the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Tackle made after a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab near the sticks. It's Horton. And he will score. Touchdown for the U. If you play quarterback, how about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Bringing it out. It's Stewart. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. On first and 10, looking to throw. He's looking deep here. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Fires it to the wideout, and he's got his man open downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete. Second down play coming up. Looking downfield. It's Orgy. Look at this. He'll go deep again. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Gets hauled in here over the middle. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath.
And he's in. Touchdown, Michigan. And now here comes the point after attempt. PHC is good. They still trail, though. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So they'll just take the knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable second half as we eagerly anticipate who'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
The Canes will kick it off to begin the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They get the second half started with the running play. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got her.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And the Wolverines come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Catch made on the out route. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. No huddle now for the offense. As a design quarterback keeper. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that 1st down.
Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. Brought down to the 22. It's a 1st down. Very near the red zone now.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast. It puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
And the long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. Keeping it on the ground here. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, much like what we saw in the 1st half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
The Wolverines are in the red zone. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And they keep this drive going, trying to convert on 3rd down now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Receiver makes the catch, and he's tackled just short of that 1st down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
And the Wolverines will line up now. It's 1st and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, Wolverines. Still no answer for this offensive machine. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. And here's the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back. It's Ward. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who, of course, played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. And the Canes will send their punt team onto the field. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Moving right through the contact. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Hold it.
Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll feed the back again. Tackle, but forced down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Ball handed off. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Dropped for a loss after the catch on third down. Sets up a fourth down now. The Wolverines will line up to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? On the run, it's Martinez. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. With the return, it's Stewart. They bring down the return on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. We reach the end of 3 in this playoff game. Deadlocked, a classic on our hands as we stop to check the game summary so far. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And there's the handoff. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
He's stopping at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do that.
He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. The Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Orji. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up 2nd down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
And the Wolverines looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
And they'll bring him down after a short game. Moves the football inside the 5. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough. Touchdown, Michigan. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead. Look at the blazing speed to that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. We saw that exactly on this score right here.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And Miami offense is back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. The offense with some pre-snap motion. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. He's going to hand this off. Powering through. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Porton. And they tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Hawk over the middle. It's Arroyo. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's incomplete in the back corner of the end zone. 7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Back to throw. It's Ward. Looking for the wideout. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football, and you got a great chance at a victory.
Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Big gain across midfield, though spotted down near the 30.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the 4th quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds in closing this game out.
Extra point splits the uprights. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. Fights off a defender. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold it, offense.
That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Scanning the field. It's Orgy. Lets it fly out of the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
So they get the first down, and that could be the dagger. This defense needed to stop right there. The offense can begin to think about celebrating.
What a gutsy call here by the head coach to go for this with fourth down, with the lead late in the game. Give them all the credit for the execution. This game's not over, but the defense, the only chance they really have now is they got to rip that ball out and try to get a turnover.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. That game sets up a third down play. They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of one.
Because that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Receiver makes the grab and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory.